Hi, thanks for choosing Sovis Productions to help with your video project. In this video, I'll walk you through the process and the steps that we'll take to create an eye-catching video for you. So a video project has 4 main steps. Let's break it down and then take a look at each step individually. Here are the steps. First, pre-production. This is the planning stage. Next, production, which is the filming process itself. Post-production, which is the editing of the video. And finally, delivery and distribution, getting your video online so it can be seen by your targeted viewers. Let's start by taking a closer look at the first step, pre-production. This step will set the tone and the trajectory for the video. There are a few things to consider in the pre-production process. First, we will need to determine the messaging of the video. I like to look at it as the foundation of the project, where we will build everything else to effectively communicate that messaging to the audience through audio and visuals. Our team loves to get to know you, your company, and your organization the best that we can in order to properly convey your messaging. But the truth is, no one knows your company or organization quite as well as you do. We like to recommend that our clients write down the messaging that they would like in their video to the best of their ability. Maybe this starts as just a few paragraphs or some bullet points that you know that you'll want to cover in the video. A good message structure goes something like this. The bait, or the lure, which can be as simple as a catchy or creative title on the video. This will help get potential viewers to click on your video. The hook. I love to begin every video very strong, both visually and audibly. I place some of the best shots first. This is called the hook, and it'll help lock your viewer in on the video instead of them potentially clicking away on something else. Sometimes this hook can also be done through visuals if there's some interesting imagery that we can capture for it. Either way, a strong start to your messaging is very important. A good rule is to start the video off by posing a question or a statement that's really going to spark interest in your viewer right off the bat. Next, the reel, or the body of your messaging, will reel your viewers in to learn more. Talk about what you do and why it's a great solution to the question or statement that you posed in the hook. Talk about why it's important and what makes you or your organization stand out. The catch. This is the wrap-up of the video where we will direct the viewer to the next step that we want them to take, whether that be visiting a website, a social media page, or coming to a physical location. Just like we started strong with our messaging, it's important to end on a strong and confident note when pitching or giving a call to action. You'll also want to decide who you'd like to have deliver this messaging. If you'd like, we can hire someone to do it for you, but in our experience, the messaging tends to be a little more genuine and helps form good trust if it's delivered from someone who might be a recognizable face at your business or organization. We do have a teleprompter, and it works great to give a scripted message effectively on camera. I'm actually using it right now. People most of the time won't even be the wiser, especially if you practice delivering the message a few times first. When practicing delivering a message, I like to set a timer to get an idea of how long the final video will be. If you or someone else plans on being interviewed on camera, I do have another video that has some very helpful tips for that. I have that video linked in the description of this video. After we have our messaging set, then we can determine our shot list. We can work together to make a list of any visuals that we will need to capture in order to portray the messaging in a proper and appealing way through video. We can also even storyboard the video out if we have an idea of how we would like each section of the video to look with the messaging. For example, if you mention a certain specific technique that you use, we'll want to make sure that we capture a good shot of you performing that specific technique. And then we can place that clip along with that part of your message in the video. After we have our messaging and a general list of shots that we'd like to capture, we can schedule a production day. Sometimes a short video can be filmed in a single day, but if we're going to have a lot of people involved or if there are a lot of moving parts, it may work better to schedule a couple of days for production. It's also a good idea to schedule a backup day if nice weather is needed for the film shoot. We can work together to find a day and a time that works well for everyone involved. And we'll want to make sure that we work to schedule any interviews or testimonials in a way that makes the day run smooth without making anyone wait around too long or feel like they have to be in a hurry to get their part in. Okay, just a few more quick things to consider when scheduling a production day. Location. We'll want to make sure that the location where we are filming is secured for the production day and that it's clean and in the exact condition that we want it to be in for the film shoot. For example, if there's a new sidewalk being poured in a prominent area of the property, we'll want to make sure that the sidewalk is cured and the cones and caution tape are removed prior to the filming day if we can help it. Having a nice looking area will make for a much better final video. People. We'll also need to make sure that everyone that will be included in the video can be present on the day of the film shoot and know exactly when they are supposed to be there for their part. Weather. We'll also want to keep an eye on the weather to the best of our ability if the film shoot will be conducted outdoors or if aerial shots will be needed. If it looks like rain or bad weather in the forecast, we're happy to reschedule for a better time. Lastly, props. While it's not always needed, we'll want to make sure to arrange for any props or specific wardrobe that's going to be needed in the video. Okay, so now we have our messaging, our shot list, everything's in order, and our production is scheduled. Let's move on to the production process. On production day, our team will need to make sure that we have adequate time to set up lighting, audio, and our camera equipment that will be needed for the film shoot. We will work with you to determine how long it will take us to set up, and our team will arrive early enough to give us plenty of time to get everything ready. After we're all set up, we can start capturing footage. We'll capture everything we need, including interviews, B-roll, and aerial footage. And then once we have all the footage we need, it's on to post-production. Post-production is where our heavy lifting comes in, and where the magic happens. Here's a quick list of a few things that can help us ensure that we have everything that we need on our end from you for a well-oiled post-production process and a quick turnaround time. Music. Music can make or break a video, so it's very important to have a great soundtrack. All mainstream music will have a copyright attached, and we don't want your video to be flagged for copyright infringement. For this reason, we license our music through Artlist. Artlist.io has a vast selection of great sounding music tracks in all different kinds of genres and styles. We're happy to select a great music track that will fit well with your video. Or if you'd like to explore some music tracks for your video, you can feel free to browse the online catalog at artlist.io and let us know if there's an audio track that stands out to you for your video. Logo. If your company or organization has a logo that you'd like us to use on your video, it would be greatly appreciated if you could send us your logo in a high-quality PNG format. Likewise, if there's any specific text that you would like for us to place on the video, please feel free to send us that text with the correct verbiage and spelling so we can make sure to get it right. If there's any specific font style that you like or that you've used often with your branding, please feel free to send us the font you use too. All of these things can help us out in the post-production process. Editing is a bit of a time-consuming process to study and arrange and color grade the footage, but in the end, it's well worth it. Okay, so the first draft is finally ready for you to see. We'll send you a private link to view the first draft on an online platform such as Dropbox. From here, you'll be able to review the video and make any notes for us so we can make any necessary revisions to the video. From there, we can reformat the video so it can be displayed properly on any platform you choose, and then we'll send you the final video through another private download link. After you download the final version, you'll then be able to upload it to your website, social media pages, and distribute it to the whole world. We recommend setting a budget for boosting the video and targeting your desired viewers. This helps greatly in getting the video seen by the exact people that might be interested in your organization, products, or services. Our team is happy to help with any questions you have along the way, in any part of the process. Thank you for choosing Sovis Productions to help with your video project. Our team is excited to help you execute your vision and create an eye-catching video.